Right, so we've been talking about the fires. The fire chief is on with us, Roman Nelson, and we've been talking a little bit more about the fact that homes have caught fire prior to the snowfall coming down, and there are a few homes that did catch fire because of those space heaters. Katie gave a great warning to make sure that you keep space heaters and all of that away from the things that you need. Chief Nelson, are you with us?
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Thanks so much for being with us.
Absolutely.
All right, we were talking about earlier people staying safe. Do we have any more situations or instances where the New Orleans Fire Department has had to respond?
We have had a couple of working fires today. There was one this morning that we believe was electrical. We just had one about 2 o'clock over in Gentilly. Not sure the cause of that yet. But all in all, it's been pretty good considering, we know everybody's trying to stay warm, and it looks like everybody has been heeding the advice. So far, so good for the most part.
Fires are one of the main concerns when we have a winter weather situation. Can you talk about some of the things that you all tend to see whenever this happens? We mentioned space heaters.
Yeah, the big thing is those alternative heaters, right? Beyond your normal HVAC, your central air conditioning and heating. Those space heaters, fireplaces, and things like that. And you really just want to keep an eye on them. We don't use those too much here, so you want to make sure, like we've been saying, right? Space heaters need space, right? Make sure there's nothing around them that catch on fire, but also keep an eye on them. Don't leave them unattended, especially if you have kids in the house. Just keep an eye on those space heaters, and also be careful with those fireplaces.
Yeah, be careful with the fireplaces. One thing that we see all too often is that people try to stay warm by turning on their oven. Mm-hmm. Can you talk about that and why that is such a dangerous situation?
Yeah, so your fireplace is vented, right? It's designed to vent so the oxygen can get to the fire and that the gases can escape. Your stove is not designed to do that. So what happens is when you use that stove, it puts out heat, but it's also using up the oxygen inside of the house. And it can be putting off carbon monoxide, and we all know how dangerous that can be. So that's why the stove is a no-go. Do not use your stove to heat your home. Space heaters, get extra blankets and things like that, and be careful with them, but the stove is definitely a no-no.